So we are woo-hoo. It's a minimum day Friday. 2 more weeks until spring break. Well, so, like, even though it's still a good thing. So anyway, graphs. If I've got a whole bunch of numbers out there, it's generally going to be easier for me to start, organizing these numbers. And so I can organize them in a table. And here's some gas prices that I found a few weeks ago here in San Mateo. So you'll probably want to end up writing these numbers down, but let me go through and show you how we're going to make a table to represent all these numbers. So, pardon me? 277. It was advertised. It was, this was a few weeks ago. Oh, maybe I made this one. No, in January. I think I did this in January. There was maybe the Arcos were down to 277 or something. It was San Mateo. I remember it was San Mateo. Yeah. Yeah, that's the cheapest one, so that's probably the 277. All right. So I want to decide where my cutoffs are going to be in organizing these gas prices. So I kind of look and I go, okay, the lowest one is 270 something. The highest one, I think I didn't make my table long enough. We need to go up to the 330s, 340s, 350s to 359. There's that one. I think it closed. It was so expensive on El Camino. Yeah, I think that one's gone. Anyway, all right. So I'm going to start making tick marks to represent my data here. So 289. Oh. 277. You don't need to copy the numbers down. Maybe we'll just copy down the frequencies. 319. 305. 310. 325. 288. 290. 290 goes there. 299. 329. Did I already have one in this column? In the 320s? Yes, I did. Okay. There we go. 319. 305. 325. 299. 357. 299. 329. 299. 319. 302. 299. 297. 290. 329. 311. 305. 329. 299. 325. 299. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 310. 288. And 311. All right. So from $2.70 to $2.79.99 is a frequency of 1. Yes? Oh, just a stretch. I think this one was only 3 tick marks. That looks like 10, 4, 7, 7. Oh, I got a couple of zeros here I got to put in and a 1. Copy down that list for me. Which I should do too. 1, 3, 10, 4, 7, 7, 0, 0, 1. Okay. First thing we're going to make is called a histogram. You may think it's a bar graph, but it's not. Oh, I think if you knew enough about it, you could argue that it's a bar graph, but it could be a bar graph. But anyway. Okay. So here's my histogram. Histogram. Histogram has 2 axes. A horizontal axis that contains the numbers that we were working with, and a vertical axis that is the frequency each one of those numbers occur. So let me put down here, we started at 270. So I'll start here at 270. We went up to 280, 290, $3, 310, 320, 330, 340, 350. I need to go up to 360 to get that 357. My frequencies, the highest frequency was 10. So let me go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mark my scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Need a scale, need labels, need a scale, need labels for both axes. All right, the 270 to 280, there was only one of those. So I make a bar one high. The 280 to 290, there are apparently 3 of those. And when you're making a histogram, the bars are connected. 290 to $3 was 10 of those. Then the next one was 4. And the next one was 7. And 7 again. And 0 and 0, and then we had another frequency of 1. So that's called a histogram. Yes, ma'am? I usually just try to make reasonable differences. I look at my data and I go, oh, $2.70 to $3.60. If I went by pennies, I'd probably have way too many numbers to put across. If I went by dollars, I'd only have 2 columns, the $2 and the $3 ones. So let me think of another reasonable measure. Okay, I could either do by 10 cents or I could do by 5 cents. And I chose 10 cents because that seemed to be, a reasonable number of bars, so I'd get, you probably want less than 10 bars, 10 bars or less, but sometimes, it's okay to make 20. It depends upon whether you're using software, whatever, but you try to do some reasonable measures for your data and not make so many bars that the whole picture flattens out. Okay? I can make a dot plot with these same frequencies. Did I go too fast over that one? Yeah, I'll go back. So we make a histogram, or what's called a dot plot, that we're going to do next, to show the shape of the distribution of these prices. Okay? Alright, so now we'll go to what's called a dot plot. So a dot plot, you need some kind of vertical scale. And on my vertical scale, I'm going to round everything to the nearest tenths. And not really rounding to the nearest tenths. I'm actually going to get, all the $2.70 things in one column. Anyway, so now I've made my scale 2.7, 2.8, 2.9, 3.0, 310, 320. I need 30, 3.3, 3.4, and 3.5s. And with dot plots, sometimes I make dots and sometimes I make X's. But we had one of them in the 270 range, so I'll make a little dot here. Officially, I'll make a dot plot on this one. 3 in the 280 range. 10 in the 290 range. Okay. Yes, dot plot. Dot plot. 4, 7, and 7.